Hello everyone, this video is about intersections and solutions. First of all, equation versus graph. The solutions to this quadratic equation are the x-coordinates of the intersections of y equals x squared minus x and y equals 6, because when we substitute, this y equals this y, we get x squared minus x equals 6. We have this, and for this equation we get x squared minus x minus 10 equals minus 4, x squared equals x plus 6, x squared minus 6 equals x. So if we rearrange the equations, you will get exactly the same as this. So the solution, the x values should be exactly the same as the solution to this x value. So here let's say we have the equation y equals x squared minus x minus 6. Well, we can find the x-intercepts. Remember, this is when the y equals 0, so x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0, and we can solve this because using the quadratic formula we get x equals minus 2, x equals 3. So the solution to this equation is minus 2 and 3. Now if we have a slightly different quadratic here, this time we have y equals x squared minus x. So if you remember transformation, actually we move the same graph 6 units upwards actually. So we move this graph 6 units upwards. We have this equation here, this graph, and if you want to find the intersection between this blue graph and this green straight line y equals 6, we do this. We substitute x squared minus x is equal to 6, because y equals this, y equals that, this must be equal to that. Now the solution to this equation, which is exactly like this actually, so if we subtract 6 from both sides, we get exactly the same as this. So of course we get exactly the same x values, also minus 2 and also 3, but of course the y values are different, because here the y values is 0, the x-intercepts, and here the y values are the same, 6. And now about the number of solutions. So let's say we have this random curve here. Let's say the curve y equals 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 12x minus 7, and let's say we have this maximum point minus 213, minimum point 1 minus 14. Find the values of k such that the equation 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 12x plus 7 minus k equals 0. So remember, this means we are looking for the intersection between y equals 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 12x minus 7, and if you just move this to the right, this is equal to k, so the intersection between the red curve and the green y equals k. So we can find the number of solutions of this equation here by finding the number of intersections of the red curve and the green straight line. So when do we have one solution exactly? So we can have one solution if the y equals k here is above the maximum point. So if it's above minus 213, of course we will only have one intersection. We have one solution, because around here, let's say we extend the red graph, so the intersection is around here, we have only one point. And we can also have one solution or one intersection if it's below the minimum point. So again, we have only one intersection. Right here we have one intersection. So that means the x values, the values of k, so that we can only have one intersection or one solution, would be when the x is k, we're talking about k here, when the k is smaller than minus 14, because when the k is smaller than minus 14, you see we have one intersection, meaning we have one solution for this equation. Or it could also be when it's bigger than 13. Again, we have only one intersection, so when k is bigger than 13. Yeah, the U symbol is for union actually, so we read it R as R. K is smaller than 14 or k is bigger than 13. We have one solution. When do we have exactly two solutions? Well, that is when we are touching the maximum point here, because we have one intersection around here and one intersection at the maximum point. So one intersection when the k is exactly 13, and when the k is exactly minus 14. So that's how we can find, we can get two solutions or two intersections. What about three solutions? Well, three solutions means here we have three solutions. So the k value must be somewhere like in the middle between minus 14 and 13. That is when we have three solutions. So we say it's between minus 14 and 13. Right, that's it. I'll see you again next time.